Welcome, guys. Welcome to Power Up Lunch and Learn. I'm Kerry Woods. My co-host, Miss Harriet Hawkins, with I'll go to on realty.com is not here today, but that don't stop you guys from buying and selling property. So if you're in the market to buy or sell a property, please do get in touch with Harriet at I'll go to one realty.com. How you be? So you smoke trees with. Guys, go invite your friends because I'm gonna go over something today that most people don't know nothing about. It's called lease options. So if you're a real estate agent, it's good for you. If you're a real estate investor, it's good for you. And if you're a home owner, it's also good for you. So, if you write on right now, go invite your friends. I'm gonna go over something to this lease option, how it works. But one thing I want to talk about is the market is changing. The market is changing. The rates are going up, and a lot of people facing foreclosure. And the reason why I don't mention foreclosure, we had some people last week that was put into a situation. So guys, if you got elderly, family and friends, make sure that they're not being taken advantage of. So if they telling you to sign stuff and they getting power attorneys to sign on your behalf and they telling you don't pay your mortgage, that's not how this works. So if anybody's out there telling you they can help you in your foreclosure situation not to pay your mortgage, they're not looking out for your best interest. That's not something that you do. There's different ways to get out of that situation, and somebody telling you not to pay your mortgage is not one of them. Seek somebody with professional advice, a real estate agent or real estate attorney, somebody that's actually know what they're doing, not somebody saying, okay, we can do this. And also, guys, if you're in a situation where you have some third party company working on a short sale for you and they are falsifying documents and you know about it, you're part of it. It's a paper trail. That's fraud. That's fraud. And eventually it's going to come to light because you can't hide the paper. So if you falsifying documents to get stuff through, to get things through to the bank, it's actually fraud. It's not legal. There's so many legal ways to get out of your foreclosure situation that you don't have to turn to the legal ways. So many different options. So if you're facing foreclosure, you need some help, definitely get in touch with I go to one realty.com. And they guys got licensed agents that are experts in the short sale field that can actually help you out your situation. So, foreclosure is not always an option. I understand that, but it's different ways to do it besides creating frauds. And also, we got these guys, they ripping people off. If you got elderly, I've seen this again this week too. If you got elderly friends, parents, family, make sure before they sign anything that they check with you first. Matter of fact, you might want to contact them today, right after the show, and say, hey, let me be your spokesperson for you. Let me look over anything. After these guys transfer the utilities doubled, almost tripled from the month before. And I don't know what was going on, but they was getting ripped off. Also, they moved into a home and somebody signed the documents for them. That house would have never passed inspection or appraisal. I don't know how they did it, but obviously there's some fraud involved. So look out for the elderly. Look out for the elderly. Cool. So welcome. I thank you guys for taking your time out your busy day, out your busy Sunday to join me. Appreciate you all. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about some lease options. Excuse me. Mouth kind of dry. We're going to talk about lease options. That's another technique that I use in my business to do deals. So, guys, who is this for? This is for homeowners. This is a way that you can actually get your house sold when you can't sell it at market. Is not enough space in there to pay a real estate agent. You can actually do the lease option. It's for realtors. Realtors, you can do these lease options where you can do the lease option a day, and you can actually get paid when the option period kicks in and the commission is due. And it's also for investors. The investors is like 3 or 4 different ways to do these lease options where you can get paid and make a ton of money. So, invite your friends real quick. Tell them, come on, we're going to watch this. And it's something that I actually teach on a regular basis, actually do on a regular basis. So let's go with lease options. Cool? Excuse me. So what is a lease option, right? What is a lease option? Now, most people don't understand what a lease option is. A lease option is just the same. When you ever heard of renting a car or leasing a car with the option to buy, there's no difference. It's no difference. So when you lease a car with an option to buy, you can do the same thing with a house. So usually they give you restrictions on that. You can drive so many miles for so many years, and then you can bring it in, and you can either turn that car back in, or you have the option to buy that car. So it's the exact same way. So why lease options? Example of a deal. I'm gonna go. What is the lease option? Why wholesale lease options? What's the example of a deal from beginning to end? And then I'm gonna have an opportunity for you guys to get involved. If you want to, you can partner with me, and we can do some deals. Okay. So, what is a lease option? And we missing something. And did I miss it? Cool. We'll go back then. What's a lease option? A lease option is three parties involved in the lease option. You got the seller, and the seller who necessarily for some reason they can't sell the house. Like I mentioned before, it may not be enough money in there to pay an agent. We just had one closed the other day where somebody had to bring money to the table, but they may not have that money to bring to the table. So they might need the market to catch up with them before they can actually sell, so they can have enough money to actually sell that house, right? So that's the seller. So you have the tenant buyer. The tenant buyer is someone probably who can't get a loan right now. So they can't get a loan right now, and for some particular reasons, like a lot of times, like barbers, hairdressers, they try to mask their income sometimes. So they might be in the stage of actually reporting that income now, so they can go ahead and get a loan on the property, or you might get somebody coming out of bankruptcy or divorce. And speaking of masking your income, those making cash businesses, guys, it's just a matter of time before you get yourself in trouble, right? Keep in mind, if you telling the IRS you're making $30,000 a year and you driving around the $60,000 card and your credit cards are spending at like $120 a year, then if you ever get into an audit, you're gonna get yourself in big trouble. You might end up in jail. So you might want to look at a different way to do that. Just saying. So you got the seller, you got your buyer, and then you have your investor. So an investor, what we do, we bring the two together for a fee. So as an investor, your job is to find the seller, find the buyer, bring the two together for a fee, right? So that's the lease option. That's exactly how it works. Now, there it is. Right. So the motivated seller has a compelling reason to sell a property but can't, right? A tenant buyer, somebody who wants to get a home, cannot qualify for a loan. Now, something about the tenant buyer, they cannot qualify for a loan, but they have to be able to qualify for a loan in the future. And usually it's between 1 to 2 years. I don't go past a year. If they can't get a loan within their first year, they are not tenant buyers. So it might be a situation where they might get their credit score up like 10 points or 15 points or something like that, and they can do that within a year. And guys, keep in mind when you're doing these deals too, also keep in mind that the rates are going up. So what they qualify for now, if they really, really, really close and you think the rates will go up, have your lender qualify them at a higher rate, at a higher interest rate, to see if they will still qualify in the future, because it's against the law to put somebody into a home that they can't purchase, and that's not something that we do, right? So, and the motivated seller needs the solution for a real estate problem, so you, the investor, come in. So we find the occupant of the property who wants their own home but can't qualify for a loan. We collect the upfront payment, right, from the tenant buyer, usually between 2 to 6% of the purchase price, known as the option fee or the assignment money. Because what we're going to do, we're going to assign that contract back to the seller for free. So that is your profit right up front. The money that you collect from the tenant buyer, that is your profit. Really sweet deal. Now, why wholesale lease options? Why wholesale lease options? Limited risk, guys. Limited risk. In real estate, even with wholesaling, which is probably one of the most limited risks, you got risk. Anywhere where there's investment, there's risk involved. You can't say zero risk, but it's potentially not zero. It's very, very limited risk in wholesaling and lease options. So in lease options, once you put the two together, you're out of the deal, right? So once you put the tenant buyer in place, you're out of the deal. You bring the seller, the buyer together, you collect your fee, and you're out of the deal. So there's very, very little risk involved with you. And nice neighborhoods and nice homes. So unlike if you're wholesaling where you have to go get these homes that's pretty much in dilapidated condition, that's like 65% of ARV or 70% of the ARV minus repair costs, and that's your offer. We can actually do nice homes. A lot of times you can actually get these sellers exactly what they're asking for for their properties, right? So this is great for expired and withdrawing listings. So you can actually give the seller exactly, a lot of times, exactly what they're asking for in their properties and their nicer homes. And keep in mind, you can only lease option homes that people want to live in, right? You know, you can't go around doing the wholesale properties because nobody's going to live in those. And you truly have to help people. You truly have the ability to help people with little or no equity. So, you know, a lot of times they don't have no options. And earlier I was talking about the foreclosures. So if somebody's facing foreclosure and they can't afford to keep their house, but they have the ability to bring that mortgage current and then put somebody in there on a lease option that can take it over and buy that house from in a year, then it's an excellent opportunity. So you actually have the ability to help people, right? You're not taking over the deed. That's the great thing about it. You're not taking over the deed at all. The deed stays in the seller's name until the option period kicks in and they actually go to closing as a regular real estate transaction. The only thing you're doing is controlling the property, which is really sweet. So you can make a lot of money in this business just by controlling the properties. You never have to own the property. And you can do this business virtually from anywhere in the world. This is so sweet. That's what I love about this business. As long as you have a cell phone and a laptop, you can do this business from anywhere in the world. All you have to do is make phone calls, right? And you never had to go to the house to meet the sellers. You never had to go to the house to meet the sellers. Unlike wholesaling and regular real estate, you actually have to go to the house and meet the sellers. You never have to go to the house to meet the sellers, guys. So if you're doing this in another state, you can actually have the seller send you all the pictures. You can send the documents by DocuSign, and you can actually find a tenant buyer while you're here in another state. You can actually have the seller show the property to the new tenant buyer, and you never have to go to the property. You never have to visit the property. It's so cool. It's one of the best ways to do real estate in the world. And it's non-confrontational, right? You don't have to negotiate a rock bottom price. Guys, you don't have to sit in there and say, hey, look, I can only offer you this much for this house, 65% or 70% of the value. You don't have to do that. And keep in mind, guys, if you're actually wholesaling right now, and they say no to your wholesale deal, you might want to offer them a lease option deal. So you need to learn the different options. If they say no to your lease option, you might want to offer them an owner finance deal. If they say no to the owner finance, you might want to offer them a split funding deal. One of those ways they're going to sell their house is they contacted you and you were in front of them, they're going to sell their house eventually. How they're going to sell it, who knows? But you need to offer them all the ways that's possible for them to sell their house so they can pick one of those options from you. Because if not, you're missing out on money. So if you're a wholesaler and you went out on appointments this week, and you missed some of those deals, call those people back and ask them, are they interested in a lease option or owner finance deals? You know, because if not, you're missing money and you're missing money. And no mortgage payments. No mortgage payments whatsoever. You can do as many of these you want. There's no limit on how many of these you can do. Remember, you find the seller, the buyer, bring the two together for a fee, move on. Seller, buyer, bring the two together for a fee, move on. It's just that simple. You don't have no mortgage payments whatsoever. And it's so easy to outsource everything. You can put systems in place. I already had the systems in place. You can put systems in place, right, that automatically does what you need to do on a daily basis to get you these deals. It's actually on autopilot, and you just sit back and you get what I call mailbox money. The checks are rolling in on a consistent basis. It's so simple and easy to outsource everything. Everything can be outsourced, and you just sit back and manage your systems, right? You don't need a large marketing budget. You really don't. You know, you don't really need a large marketing budget. You know, for people with very little marketing budget, you know, if you got a cell phone, like I said, you pretty much can do this. You pretty much can do this. All the sellers and all the buyers are already on Craigslist. Excuse me. Now, I know you go in there a lot. You see a lot of investors. You see a lot of agents and dumping properties. But every seller and every buyer that you need to do the lease options are already on Craigslist. It's just a matter of reaching out to them and solving their problems and bringing the two together. It's just that simple. And this is perfect for beginners. So if you brand new to real estate invest, say, hey, I need to make some quick money so I can have this down payment to do this rehab, or I need to make some quick money so I can do some marketing for wholesales. This is a great, quick, fast way to make some cash in the real estate business, right? Now here's an example of a deal from beginning to end, right? The home was in Charles County, Maryland, and it was an expired listing. The seller wanted $245,000 for the property, and it had a rent value of $1,595, right? So what we did, we advertised the property for $9,000 down option deposit, which, remember, that $9,000 down, that's your what? That's your money. That's your money. That's your fee. That's what you're making off that deal. So we advertised for $9,000 down with 25% rent credit for 12 months. So whoever bought this property had to be able to get a loan within that 12 months, right? So how did we come up with the option price? Remember, the seller wanted $245,000. We wanted to make the $9,000, plus they was giving 25% rent credit. So what you do, you take what the seller wants, the $245,000. You add what you want to make, the $9,000 plus whatever the rent credits come up to, and we come up with a price of $259,000. So our option price to the seller, to the new buyer, the tenant buyer, is going to be $259,000. Right now, what they bring down, that $9,000 when they exercise their option in a year, it gets credited to them. So now the tenant buyer story. I remember he filed bankruptcy because of a divorce. And remember, there's many reasons why these people don't buy: divorce, bankruptcy, foreclosure. And he had 1 year left before he qualified for an FHA loan. He made really, really good money. So, he won the house now. He didn't want to wait the whole year. So he actually bought the house with the option contract. And we made $9,000 in 3 weeks, guys. $9,000 in 3 weeks. And usually, on your first deal, it shouldn't take you no longer than 4 weeks to do a deal. It shouldn't take you from beginning to end. It shouldn't take you no longer than 4 weeks. If you get a property, right, you can't get rid of that property within 4 weeks. Your terms and everything about that property, you've done it totally wrong. So it shouldn't take you no more than 4 weeks to get that property under contract and out of your hands. Okay. Now, where did I go? I missed something, right? So Charles County, boom, boom, boom. Yep, so opportunity knocks, right? Opportunities knocks. Question to ask yourself, the 2 choices, simple strategy session, and timers of the. So questions to ask yourself. What do you ask yourself? Like, Kerry, what are you talking about? So your question to ask yourself, if you can do 1 deal a month, why can't you do 10? Why can't you do 10? And there's no reason whatsoever to stop you from doing as many of these you want a month. You can do an unlimited amount of deals, guys. You'll never run out of potential buyers. You'll never run out of potential sellers. It's just unlimited. And it's in this market, because of the fact that you can go anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world with this, you'll never run out of sellers and buyers. And I'm going to tell you one of the secrets about some of your best buyers. Some of your best buyers are located overseas. So, some of your best buyers are waiting on these deals to get here so they can jump on them like right now. There's a lot of people that's liquid. They need to put that money somewhere, and they like to invest where? In the United States, especially in the D.C. area, because they believe it, and it's valuable territory. So you'll never run out of potential buyers or sellers, right? Now, if you can do 1 deal in 1 market, why can't you do deals in 10 markets? So if you can set up in your own backyard, you can do 10 deals in your own backyard. Why can't you set up in 10 different markets and do 10 different deals? So let's say you're making an average of $9,000 per deal. You're doing 10 deals a month. Wow, that's what, $90,000? That's $90,000. That's just in 1 market. Now, what if you took that to 10 markets? What's that, $900,000? That's pretty sweet. So what if you took that to 10 markets and you was making $9,000 per deal? And remember, guys, I say you can outsource this. You can put systems in place where you don't have to be worried about what's going on in those different markets. Everything is on autopilot. Well, ask yourself, how can I start implementing the lease option in my business today? Now, excuse me, real estate agent, this is great. Remember, I talked about expired listings before. Or if you go out on a listing appointment, there's no room there to do your commission. You can turn around. You can do a lease option where you can say, hey, I'll bring you a buyer or lease option. You just pay me my commission, 3, 4, 5, 6%. A year later, when the option kick in, when that tenant buyer actually purchased that property, and all your contracts are in MRS, MLS, PG car. Agents don't do lease options. They don't. So I'm quite sure this training and PG car on lease options, guys, is an opportunity for you to make a ton of money. You're just missing out on that opportunity. So that would be something that I would learn as an agent. I think it's better than doing regular rentals. Right? What are 1 or 2 things that I can start today that will get me immediate results? So ask yourself that. What are 1, 2 things I can start today that will get me immediate results? And I can think of one right off the top. I know for a fact, if you started this tomorrow and you did this one thing, by the time the end of the day, I pretty much guarantee you have at least one deal. You have 1 to 2 deals. And that's how it's simple and easy. And it's just this one thing. And it's really, really simple. It's nothing complicated. It's really, really simple. And if you've done it for one day, I guarantee at the end of that day, you'll have about 1 or 2 deals, right? Ask yourself, what is the fastest path to cash? Like I said, if you're brand new to this and you say, hey, you know what, I just want to do the wholesaling, but I need some money right now. You know, if you can do one deal and make $9,000, $10,000, how much marketing would that pay for you? Right? Would that allow you to buy a system so you can put marketing in place to get you more deals? So think about it. You think about it, guys. What's the fastest path to cash right now? Right? Ask yourself too, do you want a strategy session to get my help to figure out the answer to these questions? So all those questions I just asked you, you know, if you can do deals in different markets, why don't you? If you can do one deal, why can't you do 10? So do you want a strategy session? Do you want me to teach you how to do this? Do you want me to show you how to do this, or somebody like me to show you how to do this? Do you want to learn the lease options? A lot of people don't want to learn. Do you want to learn? I tell you, as a wholesaler, right? As a real estate wholesaler, this is something that you probably need to know, because if you're going on these appointments, you're spending all this money on marketing, and these guys saying no to those lowball offers, and you're just leaving them, guys, you're missing so much opportunity. You're missing so much opportunity because, you know, probably maybe about 20 to 30% will probably say yes to your lease option strategy, right? Now you got 2 choices, guys. You got 2 choices. You can do it yourself. I teach this class. You can take matter of fact, I got the class online. You can go online, take the class. Everything you need, all the contracts, everything are right there. You can do it yourself, or you can partner with me and we can do some deals together, right? A simple session, right? So let's talk about you and your business. So if we do a session, let's sit down. Let's talk about you and your business. What are you trying to do in your business? Where are you trying to go in your business? And where are you right now in your business? You know, if I'm going to ask you, what did your first quarter look like? If you can't tell me what your first quarter looked like, then I know where we got to start. We got to sit down. We got to put you a business plan in place. We got to put you a marketing plan in place. Because if you don't know how much you spent on marketing, what was your return on your investment, or where you going or where you want to go, if you don't have a target, then you're in trouble. So that'd probably be the first thing that we discuss. You know, what are the top 1 or 2 things you need to do to take your business to the next level? So wholesalers, if you've been wholesaling, you're just getting deals every now and then, you're doing it totally wrong. So if you just want to sit down and have a session with me about taking your wholesale business to another level, ask me about that too, because I can show you how to take your wholesale business to another level the same way, where you can put the systems in place, you'll never have to touch it, and deals will be flowing in. It's abundance of deals out here. So when people say, oh, the rates are going up, of course. But I remember when 7% was good. That don't have nothing to do with the investing side. If somebody ever tell you some deals, oh, it's no deals out here, it's all this competition, that's because they don't know where to market or how to market. It's never going to be enough competition to take all these deals that's on the market. It's just no way. It's almost, nothing's impossible, but it's almost impossible. It's all based on work ethic and knowledge. You got to know where you should be marketing, how you should marketing. So if they say it's no deals out here, that tells me that they don't know what to do as far as marketing for deals, right? Why am I doing this, right? First of all, this is how I give coaching students, and I make money at the same time. So it's no big secret. When you get paid, I get paid. So I make money, but at the same time, you learn a strategy that can provide you income for life. And not only your income life, if you can pass this down to your kids and your grandkids and teach them that, they'll never have a problem generating income. Never have a problem generating income. And to actually help you by helping you. That's another reason. I want to, like the song say, I want to see all my people around me eating good, living good. Guys, there's opportunity out here. There's so many people that's making money doing these deals and making money in real estate. And real estate is still the number one maker of millionaires. It still is. It's still the quickest way, probably the easiest way to get rich is, through real estate, So that's why I really want to help you guys. So what's in it for you? What kind of results are you looking for? What kind of results are you looking for? If you just want, like I said, marketing money, or you want to build this into a company where you generate millions and millions of dollars a year, it's totally up to you, right? Would you like someone to help you get there faster? That's the question. Would you like to try this on your own, or you want to try it with somebody that's actually done it, doing it, and can take you around the bumps, and the roadblocks, and put you on the path to success, right? You don't have to worry about making mistakes or having it all figured out. So you don't have to say, oh, man, I don't know which contract to use, or I don't know what goes here. You don't have to worry about it. We already have all the systems and everything's in place. And the good thing about our deals is once you find the buyer and the seller, you bring them together for a deal. You don't do the paperwork. You get the paperwork done by one of our attorneys. So everything done with the attorney, which also builds credibility, and we make sure that we stay within compliance of the legal system. So we're not going to let you do anything wrong, believe me. Accountability. Accountability. I'm huge on accountability. Guys, we're definitely going to hold you accountable. So, if we give you, if we sit down and we come up with a plan, I'm going to make sure you're implementing that plan. So if you're not a person that don't like to be accountable, or you don't like pressure, then it's not going to work for you. But I'm huge on accountability. So what's in it for you? Accountability. I will make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do to get to the next level that you want to get to. Like I said, I will make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do to get to the next level that you're supposed to get to. And it's one of the easiest ways to do deals. It's probably, to me, it's the most easiest way to do deals. It's a no-brainer. It really is. And you focus what's really important, right? What's really important, helping people. And I always say, man, if you help enough people, you don't worry about the money will come. If you help enough people, you're going to wake up rich one day and you're not going to know how you done it, right? So that's what we're going to focus on, helping people. The money's going to come by itself. And you actually get me. So what's in it for you? Actually get me. I'm not a guru. I don't live in another state. I don't travel the country just teaching this stuff, making a profit off of selling these. Because, the gurus know that when they sell these systems, probably only 30% is going to actually open it up and take action off the courses that they sell. Another 30%, of very few more, are successful. And, you got to call in. You might get their helpline that's outsourced to overseas somewhere, and you got to wait 2 days to get a question back on an email or something. No, guys, you get me. I'm ready, available, and I'm here for you, right? I'm not one of them out-of-state gurus. So what does the coaching include? One-on-one access to me. You get one-on-one access to me, and I will just give you everything I got, because I want you to be successful. When you succeed, I succeed, and you don't really know on how big of a level that is. So when you succeed, I really succeed bigger. So I want you to succeed, and you get my lease option course. You get everything in the course. Everything you need is right there in the course. So you get a one-on-one access to me. It's not like, hey, you get 2 phone calls a month, or you get 1 phone call a week. I'm available. You'll get access to me whenever you need me. Maybe not 4 o'clock in the morning, but you will get access to me whenever you need me. You also get access to a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, where other other students and other people that's in there that's doing lease option deals. You guys can share stories. You can share marketing techniques. And you can actually see what's going on. You can see the success of other people. And I ask for a 12-month commitment. So if I'm coaching you, I ask that you commit with me for 12 months. But I guarantee you at that end of that 12 months, I'm going to put you on a total different level, guys, a total different level that you probably never thought you could achieve. I guarantee you that, right? 12 months, and you get a customized plan tailored to you. You know, the plan is going to be specific for you, your business, your market, your goals. It's not no one plan, you know, just erase your name and put somebody else's name in there. It's actually custom tailored to you. I actually sit down with you and I listen with 2 ears what you want to do, and I actually put you a plan in place, right? And hold you what? Accountable to that plan. Accountability again. So you actually get a tailor-made plan that fits you, your goals, and you, and I'm going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold each other accountable. You're going to hold me accountable to holding you accountable, and we're going to make sure that you achieve that goal, because the only way you can fail doing this business is not to do this business, and not to take action, because there's no way to fail. It's so simple and easy, right? So who's this for not? Who is this not for? So you're probably saying, okay, man, look, who is this not for? I can tell you, who is this not for? This is not for people that's not action takers. So you need to be a massive action taker. So this is, if you're not a massive action taker, this is not for you. You know, so if you're somebody that sit back and you say, yeah, I can do this tomorrow, or you know what, I do half of this and I'll wait and then see how the other half goes, this is not for you. You need to be someone that's committed to working hard and making it happen, right? You know, excuses, reasons, they come out as life happens. I tell everybody life happens. Life is nothing but obstacles. Overcome those obstacles and keep pushing. So, you know, man, I don't like excuses at all. I don't like excuses. So if you're somebody that, you know, that's not going to commit to something, or you're an excuse maker, this is not for you. Now, if you're someone who's extreme, who needs extreme hold handing, and you need everything explained in detail, this is not for you. So if you need extreme hold handing, somebody you call, oh, how I do this, what if this happened, what if, you need everything explained in detail before you decide to take action, or you just want to know this is not for you. This is not for you. We don't have the time to actually sit down and explain this. You learn this business by doing it. You learn this business by doing it, and it's pretty the best way to learn any side of the real estate side of the business by actually doing it. So if you're a person like want everything explained to you and you need your hand held, you need this is not for you. You can actually get the course online. You can look at it over and over and over again to answer all your questions. You understand it, then you can take action whenever you're ready. But the coaching is not for you. And you need to be willing to invest in your business on a monthly basis, right? You know, what's the minimum? It all depends on your budget. We'll put that into your plan. It depends on how fast and when you want to grow. But you need to be willing to invest in your business on a monthly basis. So if you don't have a dime to invest in yourself, and you're not willing to drive Uber to make some extra money, you're not willing to sell items on eBay, if you're not willing to make the money to invest in yourself because you need to put something into this game, then this is not for you. And if you're teachable and you like to have fun while you like to make money, let's talk. We need to talk, right? So how much does my course in coaching cost? You know, I can tell you right now that a lot. It costs a lot of money. So, no, it really doesn't. But it's cheaper than you think. I would I sell the course online for like $500. So it's like it would make no sense whatsoever to charge more than what I sell the course, and that's dirt cheap, guys. That's dirt cheap. Remember, on these deals we making like anywhere from $6,000, $40,000 per lease option deal. So I don't even charge a fraction of what you can make on one deal. And so it's for $500 for the class online is dirt cheap. And I'll be teaching this class at 7 p.m. on Thursday, which is the 22nd. And again, I'll be teaching it this Saturday on the 24th. And the cost for the class, how much is the class? The class online is $500. I'll be teaching the class live in person for $197. So this Thursday and this Saturday, I'll be teaching the class. I'll be teaching that at my office, and it also be streamed live for those that's in different parts of the country. So for $197, a fraction of what I actually charge online, but for a fraction what you can actually make off your first deal, right? We are flexible. We are flexible as far as the terms, but for $197, that's why I say you can't do no more flexible than that. So if some say I only got 100, then once you get to 97 to go with that 100, then you can come see me, or just wait till you get the whole 500 and take the class online. Because like I said, you can't be broke because you have to have some money to spend on your marketing on a monthly basis. And my guarantee for 6 months, guys, I guarantee this. In 6 months, right? If you haven't done a deal in 6 months, I will refund every dime that you spent on the course, but not only that, every dime that you spent on marketing. Yep. Think about it. So it's pretty much, you can't go wrong. That's how much confidence I got in this course and confidence that it works. So in 6 months, and I know some wholesalers, you get started in wholesale, it can take you sometimes months and years anyway to get a deal. So in 6 months, I guarantee to you, in 6 months, if you haven't done a deal in 6 months, I will give you back your money you paid for the course and every dime that you spent in marketing. And you can keep the course. So, because like I said, I'm going to hold you accountable, right? If I know you doing everything, you following all the steps, there's no way you're going to fail. And that's why I offer this guarantee, because I know if you being accountable, it's no way you can fail. So that's how much confidence I got, not only in myself, but also in my course. So like I said, if you spend money for 6 months on marketing, you don't get a deal, you get every dime of that back plus your initial cost of the course. I'll give it back to you, and you get to keep the course. So that's how confident I am in the course itself, right? So the time is of the essence, guys. Time is of the essence. We only taking 10 people before the end of this month. Like, I can't work with a lot of people right now. I really can't. So we only taking 10 people. So if you decide you want to come to the class on Thursday or Saturday and you want to be one of the 10, once you go to the email, let me know that you want to be one of the 10 to actually come on for coaching. But if you're just there so you can get all the systems for yourself, that's cool. But we only can take 10 right now because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves and, actually drop the ball. So we only got room for 10 people. It's going this month. And the price will go up with next month, and we will start charging a monthly fee for the coaching. So next month, the price is actually going to go up. The actually course online is actually going to go up. It's going to go up to $1,500, and we're actually going to start charging a monthly fee. And the reason why is demand. So we need to pay for our time, and so the demand is absolutely on fire right now. But the class and the course will go up next month, and we will actually start charging for marketing too. Now, I got a place where you actually go online right there at homecommunityman.com. If you're interested in the class, you fill out the information. But keep in mind, guys, everyone won't be accepted. Everyone won't be accepted. You can actually take the class online if you want to at investorworkshop.thinkgific.com. When we sit down and we like to interview our people, because when we holding you accountable, we like to make sure that you are action taker, that you're a person accountability. So we're going to have a one-on-one session where I want you to interview us, and we're going to interview you. And we're going to see if you're a good fit to work with us as a coachable student, or am I a good fit as a coach to work with you? So everybody won't be accepted, but don't get upset if you're not. Don't get upset if you're not. You can always, like I said, take the course online, or you could probably just partner with somebody that's taking a course, and you guys can form a team that way. So, if you're interested in the course, go to homecommunityman.com right now. Sign up, put in your information. We'll get in contact with you. We'll schedule a session to sit down with you. Or you can just go to homecommunityman.com too, and we'll call you if you're interested in taking a class. But if you want to take the class online, it's available at investors-workshop.thinkgific.com. So I'm gonna put a link to that in the group. But I love lease options, guys. It's one of the quickest and fastest ways to make money, and it's so simple and easy. And it's one of my favorites. So I say that's why if you're brand new, it's one of the best ways to make money. So let me go back real quick. I wanted to show you guys something else. I missed on something that I want to show you. Like back up when we was actually doing the lease option itself. And actually, so here's an example, right? The example when I was talking about, it was a expired listing in Charles County. One of the things we do is called just a regular lease option, but it's something called a sandwich lease. Excuse me. A sandwich lease is where you bring the tenant and the seller together, but you stay in the middle, like a sandwich. You stay in the middle, and you collect a fee every month until the buyer actually exercises their option. So let's go back and look at an example. So like I was showing here, where the seller wanted $245 with $1,595 a month in rent, right? And that was going to cover their mortgage. So if you want to do a sandwich lease, you take the same option. So where the seller wanted $245 and rent of $1,595, what you would do, you would raise their rent, let's say $300. So you make their rent $1,895. So you would raise that rent $1,895, and you would collect a difference of $300 for the whole 12 months while the tenant was there. So let's go back. Let's look. So not only would you get that $9,000 option deposit up front that's non-refundable, but that get credit to the tenant when they buy, you will also be cash flowing $300 a month for 12 months, right? And so when that tenant buys ready to buy, boom. So what's 300 times 12? Let me see the math on it. What you make a year? So if you was cash flowing $300 a month for 12 months, you would do, that's $3,600. So if you put your $9,000 that you made on an option deposit plus your 36, right? And what you got? 12,6. You got $12,600. But let's just say you cash flowing $300 a month, right? Let's say you did one of these deals every week. So you did one of these deals every week, and at the end of the month, you was cash flowing $1,200, right? So 4 weeks in a month, and you got 4 properties. All of them cash flowing $300 a month. So you're doing $1,200 a month, and you do that for a year. That's $14,500. That's $14,500, and that's just doing one deal a month. So imagine if you start doing like 4 and 5 deals. Let's say 2 and 3 deals a week. Let's say you do 2 and 3 deals a week. So let's say you was making cash flowing just off of one property, about $900,000. Not one property. So you was cash flows in one area, like $900,000. So it's unlimited, guys. What I'm trying to tell you is unlimited with how you can do this. Now, the sandwich lease options are a little bit more risky. Actually, it's a lot more riskier, because if for some reason that tenant buyer stopped paying, you still responsible for paying that seller on time. You still responsible for paying that seller on time. But once you start putting these together properly and you got that cash flow coming in month, it's so simple and easy. And I can show you a plan you can put together, and you can, within the next 2 to 3 years, just by doing the sandwich lease options alone, you can be cash flowing close to $1 million when the property sell. Close to $1 million when the property sell, just by using these lease option deals. And it's so simple and easy to find. So guys, if you're interested, like I said, if you're interested in it, you want to learn it, go to homecommunityman.com. Once you get there, you're going to have a form, ask for your name, phone number, email. We'll give you a call, and we'll sit down. We'll have a session with you, or we'll have a session on the phone to see if you're a good fit for us. Like I said, everybody won't be accepted. You know, if you're not accepted, don't worry about it. You can still take the class for $197 on Thursday or this Thursday or this Saturday coming up. Even if you're not accepted to the coaching program, you can still take the class for $197, or you can go online at any time at investors-workshop.thinkific.com, and you can actually take the class. Actually, you can go to the website. It's a bunch of free training on there also. Some paid, some free, but it's a good free training on there if you want to learn the real estate investing. So love these lease options, guys. If you want to get involved with it, definitely check us out. Go to that site. Or, the market is about to open up. Even though, like I said, the rates are going up, that never stopped anybody from buying a house. Never stopped anybody from buying a house. So if you're in the market for a house, give us a call. I go to onerealty.com, and we can help you traditional way. We can list that house, or we can do it the non-traditional way. We can actually pay cash. We can do a lease option. Either way, we can help you with the sale of the house. But if you're a buyer, you want to contact us too, because we got great relationships with new home builders. So if you're out there looking for a new home, give us a call. We have some relationships with these builders that other agents don't have. I'm telling you, it's really, really sweet. So if you're looking in some of these areas, especially in the Upper Marlboro, Clinton area, you might want to call us first, because we can get in there. We can get you a better deal sometimes than your agent can. Or don't go without an agent, because without an agent, if you go to these new home builders without an agent, first, you don't have representation, and they're not going to tell you about all the benefits and the products that's available for you. They're going to try to keep a lot of that money in their pocket. So like I said, get in touch with us at igoto1realty.com, or if you want to sell your property, go to MarylandHousePros.com if you want to sell it the non-traditional way. But that's it, guys. I am out. It's 1 o'clock. I got to go. I thank you guys for chiming in and chiming in. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace and love. You get a piece, love it.